We're in England. It's a Christian country. I don't want to hear anything about the Quran. More Christians, yeah.
And those angels apportioning each one. إنما توعدون لصادق. Indeed, what you are promised is true. وإن الدين لواقع. And indeed.
Take her away. Take her away. Bruh. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. I'm so sorry about that. I'm sorry. About that. You should be doing
A woman has reportedly been arrested in England after declaring that the nation is a Christian country and voicing opposition to hearing about the Quran. The incident has ignited fierce debate over the state of free expression in Britain and whether laws designed to curb hate speech are instead stifling open discussion. According to accounts, the woman expressed her views in a public setting, stating that England's cultural identity is rooted in Christianity and rejecting what she described as the imposition of Islamic texts in civic life. Witnesses say she was subsequently detained by police under legislation governing offensive or hate-motivated speech. Details of the charges, if any, have yet to be confirmed. Police actions in such cases typically draw on the Public Order Act 1986 and the Communications Act 2003, both of which criminalize speech deemed threatening, abusive, or likely to cause harassment. Authorities defend the laws as necessary tools to protect minority communities from discrimination and intimidation. However, critics argue that the boundaries of enforcement have become dangerously blurred. They warn that individuals are now being investigated or even arrested for personal expressions of cultural or religious identity, creating what campaigners call a chilling effect on free debate. This latest arrest follows a string of similar incidents where British citizens have faced legal consequences for comments made about religion, immigration, or national identity. Free speech organizations point out that while offensive remarks may upset listeners, criminalizing such speech risks undermining democratic principles. Britain is drifting into a position where the right to offend is being treated as a crime, one free expression advocate told reporters. A free society must tolerate views that many find uncomfortable, or it ceases to be free. The arrest is expected to intensify political divisions. Critics of Labour's approach to speech and equality laws argue that the government is prioritizing cultural sensitivity over fundamental liberties. Supporters counter that protecting religious minorities from targeted hostility is a matter of public safety and social cohesion. At its heart, the case raises a dilemma modern Britain has yet to resolve: how to reconcile a historic identity as a Christian majority nation with its status as a pluralistic, multi-faith democracy. For many, the woman's arrest is less about the specific words she used and more about the direction of the country's legal and cultural norms.
The common sense. So my appeal is to British common sense, which is to look carefully around you and say, if this continues, what world will you be living in? This is a message to the reasonable center, the people who ordinarily wouldn't get involved in politics, who just want to live their lives. They don't want they're quiet. They just go about their business. My message is to them: if this continues, that violence is going to come to you. You will have no choice. You're in a fundamental situation here where whether you choose violence or not, violence is coming to you. You either fight back or you die. You either fight back or you die. And that's the truth.
Today, Elon, I think the British public are telling the world that they're ready to fight back.
Good. Yes.
Come on, Great Britain.
Oh!
Come on. We've inspired the nation. Elon, you've spoken a lot about woke culture, the woke mind virus, and how it damages innovation and freedom of thought. We know that DEI often sees people getting jobs when they definitely don't deserve them. Do you think this culture is holding back progress in the West? And what do you think needs to happen to reverse it?
Yeah, I'm appealing to sort of common sense and fairness. I want to emphasize just common sense and fairness, which is that we should make our decisions based on merit, on how, if somebody is talented and hardworking, then that should be the only means of advancement. There should not be discrimination on the basis of sex or religion or any race or anything else. And what a lot of the woke stuff is, it's actually super racist, it's super sexist, and it's often it's anti-religion, but only anti-Christian. Like, why only anti-Christian? That's unfair. So this is why, again, my message is to the reasonable middle. Do you not want a world where there is fairness and common sense, and you advance as a function of how hard you work, and your talent, and your integrity? That should be all that matters. And the woke mind virus that I call it is against all of that. It's wrong.
Thank you. Elon, we hear so much about censorship being pushed by governments and global corporations and organisations. A lot of people don't understand why we're allowing mass, uncontrolled immigration into all Western nations. Do you believe that there are powerful forces outside of elected officials, someone controlling governments, that are trying to control the flow of information, and how do we resist that pressure?
Yeah, I think when you look at the behavior of organizations or people, you have to say, what is the incentive for these organizations? And frankly, there's a massive incentive on the left to import voters. So if they can't convince their nation to vote for them, they're going to import people from other nations to vote for them. This is a massive factor. And frankly, it's a strategy that will succeed if it is not stopped. Thus far, it is succeeding. And you see strong movements to allow people who are not from Britain to vote in Britain.